Good morning. How are we? Hope you had a great evening. Ready? I'm excited to be with you this morning for the next 2 hours trading gold live. That's what we're all about. Adding to our accounts, making all the difference to our bottom lines, right? Learning, learning, and learning. Every day is a school day. We learn something about the market, about ourselves, about what kind of trader we really are. More importantly, working towards the kind of trader we want to be. Okay, that's where we're going. So, without further ado, let's add a nice chart to the stage and see what the market's been doing. So, here she is. Huge drop yesterday. Massive. I mean, from 411 all the way to 389 or 3986, right? So big drop. But what's the learning point in that? I was looking at this yesterday. Look at the support around the 4,000. So it tried yesterday and it went below that, and as it has done with these wicks here. Yeah, so if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even if you count that one trying to get in, but 8 days it's been trying to get past the 4,000. So there's real recovery there. So let's see what happens, right? So it's recovered from the lows, and US inflation figures are out, I believe, this week. So what have we got? Have we got anything today? Doesn't want to tell us. Okay, it's the 14th. We've got Fed Chair Walsh testimony. Inflation rate at 130, Walsh is speaking at 3, and core inflation 130. So 130 is a big news time. Okay, so we need to watch for that. No need to be afraid of it, but keep a watching brief. Two things will happen when that happens. One is that the market can become volatile, and the other thing to watch for is that the spreads increase. Okay, so the spreads on the trade that you're taking get bigger. So it's a little bit harder to make profit. Okay, don't worry too much about it. Don't get caught up in it, because I've got clients that are, "Cam, the spread's not the problem." Yeah, if you look at the overheads of this business, they're non-existent. Yeah, I used to run an estate agent's business, and that took £500,000 a year just to get above ground, to literally make £50,000 a month before I got paid. Okay, that's an overhead. Okay, and I'm not trying to impress you, but I'm trying to impress upon you how cheap this business is to run. And if you start looking at it like a business, then you realize how cheap it actually is. Brokers got to make money, spreads. But what we need to watch for is when there's market volatility, the spreads increase. Liquidity starts drying up because a lot of people getting in, a lot of people getting out. Okay, all we need to be worried about. So anyway, today, the day's buying. What are the hours doing? We'll talk to you guys in 1 second. In 1 minute, we're going to take that first trade card, by the way. So we're not going to lose that. So as we know, we live here. So look at the buying, nice and steady. So we've got the 1 minute. We've got the 1 minute and the 15 minute, which is where we live. Okay, 8:05. Let's take that first trade card. Let's see what it's saying. So it's neutral, which is good. We can have a deliberate chance to talk. The last one that I looked at a few minutes before I went live with you guys was a sell. So obviously the market's changed, hit the bottom there. So it's just having a little breather. The data, remember, it's data. The data is not pointing to anything conclusive. Having said that, nothing wrong. It's a 52% direction confidence. The market is going up. So you can actually see that the market's going up. If you want to get into a trade, no problem. Okay, if you've got the confidence to push the button, no problem at all. Okay, so the 1 minute, what's it doing? It's buying 27, and I had a bit of a thing yesterday. I went into a buy which went greatly into the red yesterday. I thought, we'll be back from there. We'll break even now, right? So it's really strange how it happens. As long as you're not over trading, everything's fine. So good morning, Raj. How are you? Hope you're well, my friend. So have you been trading? Let me know. And a wonderful, a few testimonies yesterday. Edwin said he'd made nearly £200 trading with us. Reg said he'd done his 2%. We've got other traders, 2%, 3%. 2 and 3% seems to be where it's kind of sitting. That's where people are wanting to be. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll do that. So 8:06, market's climbing nicely. Let's just have a look at the 5 minutes. So yeah, done that. And on the hour, as I was saying, so the bottom was here, 83, which was there. That's the day's daily low. That was at 1 a.m. this morning. That was Monday. I'm looking at this for one very specific reason, because last night during this time here, must be somewhere in here. So market open here. During this time, it must be this drop here. One of my clients reported that they'd made 85%, and now I'm going to bed. I read that this morning. So it must have been here. So even amongst the buys, there was money to be made selling. And that's the thing about the market. Okay? You don't necessarily have to look at this and think, oh, I must be in a buy. It doesn't work like that, okay? So as we work through, as we get more experience of trading, we will fathom this out. Yeah? So the last trade card was a neutral. It's got a few more people joining. Good morning. Morning, Edwin. How you doing? Lovely day yesterday. Thanks for sharing your screenshots with me. Really appreciate it. And I use it to encourage other people who haven't quite got the confidence that some of you guys have here. They haven't even got the confidence to join these live sessions. But that's okay. Everybody goes at their own pace, okay? So 8:08, that was a nice buy if you'd taken that. If you haven't, don't worry about it. It's 8 minutes past 8. We've got a lot of trading to do today. So market went absolutely crazy after I closed yesterday. Selling. It was free money day. I don't know if any of you traded and took advantage of some of that. I certainly did, because it was a slow day yesterday. I had a few chores to do, then I had about an hour or so. That's free. So okay, let's go for it. And it was great. So 8:08 to 5 minutes, 2 minutes before we take the next trade card and see where we're at. If you're new, please do me one favor, that's subscribe to the channel. If you're not new and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps me and it helps the algorithm to get where we want to be. And the more people that join us, the better, because we just want to have this conversation about education and learn how to trade and handle this market so that we can extract money out of it on a regular basis. Okay? And it doesn't have to be the most money. It can be £10 a day, £20 a day. And if you trade every day, yeah, £10 a day is £200 a week. £20 a day is £400 a week. As soon as you get to about £20, £25 a day, then that's making a difference to your life, right? You know, £500 a month is not a small amount of money. Okay? So, and that's the starting point. We've got the millionaires, we've got the people, you know, doing £10,000, £20,000 a month. Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm really pleased. But it's those seeds that we want to sow all the time, getting new people on that we can help, rather than all the scam artists and everything else that goes on in the outside world. It's 10 past. So we're in a buy, but the candle's red. So watch for that, okay? So 66%, not the most confident of buying cards or indicators. So that's the high. And so where do we hit the high? 33. So we hit the high at 640 this morning. So London could try and reclaim that 640, 7 o'clock Frankfurt open. So that was still the tail end of the Asian session that happened in. Okay. So all of this information that we're using now, that I'm trying to share with you, is to help you gain the experience that you want. And Raj said something really good yesterday, so that you come here and then there will be a day where you think, actually, you know what, I'm okay. I can do this on my own. And what I suggest you do is, like, you don't stop going to the gym if you want to maintain your fitness. You can do some exercise at home, but it's not quite like the gym, is it? Right? So community's here. And we're here for as long as or when you need us. And if you think you can do it by yourself, not a problem at all. Okay. So this is what this channel is all about. And I was reading some stuff yesterday from YouTubers saying, nobody watched me for a year. I know what that feels like. Some afternoon, it's like nobody on. I think, oh God, I'm just talking to myself. But that doesn't matter, right? It's being recorded. People are watching it on the back, know what's going on, what's happening. And I only care about one person. Right? If it helps one person, then I've changed the life of one individual. So 811, that was a buy. The candles all been red. Oh my, beg your pardon, now I'm into 5 minutes. So both candles have been red. Now we've got some green. Now you could actually look at entering the market if you wanted to go. Yeah. I'm just reading something. So if you want to crack on, not a problem. Give me a minute. So market's rising slightly, I was going to say slowly. You can see it from here, but we're not out of the woods yet. There's some data coming through today that could stifle all of that down here. Yeah, in the core inflation, that's the one to watch. So where is America? So inflation is up. What the figures will show, that means that interest rates have to go up, there the gold comes down. Okay, so that's the correlation. So when people talk about interest rates in the US, and to be honest with you, only in the US, right? Nobody else really matters for the purpose of gold. When we talk about that, then it generally means that the price of gold goes up and down. So the lower the interest rates, the higher the price of gold can go. It's not the only factor, but the higher the price can go, because what's then happening is that gold is a non-income yielding asset. So when people have got more interest being paid on their cash they're holding, more of their money moves from gold to cash because they're obviously getting interest on it. Yeah. So that's it. It's just a movement of money and cash allocations to different assets. So that's the correlation of inflation to gold, how it works and how it moves. And that's really where we're at with all that. Okay, so a little bit about that. Job is to educate ourselves and know everything there is to know about our subject, which in our case for trading is gold, right? So the market has risen up, lows around 4,000. There's obviously support there for what goes on there. It's 15 minutes past. Let's see what happens. So the sell. So it was a buy, now it's a sell. So tell me it's a ranging market, so be careful. You notice that I'm not chasing the trades too much in terms of going through what the trade's doing, that it's hit TP1. I will do, but it's doing exactly the opposite. So it was a buy and the market was selling. Now it's a sell, the market's buying. So be careful. And we don't enter on candles that are moving in the opposite direction to where we want to be in terms of placing our trades. Okay. So what you'll notice from things like yesterday's session is that there's an hour and a half where the market suddenly comes alive and you can make all of your money. The problem with that is we don't know which hour that is. Okay? People will say to me, what session do you trade? Do you trade the Asian session? Do you trade the try and trade the best one. And then when I'm not, like yesterday afternoon, large parts of it, and yesterday morning, sometimes we have to grind it out. Okay, with the TP1, Thraj said it's a TP1 day. So what you need to do is, if you're a footballing person, you don't play each game the same. You don't play each game with the same players. You don't play each game with the tactics. Same tactics, right? Sometimes you're more defensive, sometimes you're more attacking because of whatever the opposition is. So if you think of the market as the opposition, okay, then you have got to change your tactics. But the problem with the market is, and it takes a long time to fathom out what the market's doing because you've not experienced it before. If you're new, what the hell's going on here? Right? Now I see it, think, oh, you're doing that, are you? Right? Going to reverse back to this and go to here. But that all comes with a lot of experience, okay? But that can be gained. So I use a lot of AI stuff, and AI was saying to me the other day that in terms of content for YouTube, you're totally unbeatable in your sector. Nobody's putting in 19 hours of content every week, which is what we upload to YouTube, right? So who else is doing that? The really good YouTubers putting in an hour every week. So we just outwork everybody. And that's what you need to do. You need to outwork everybody around you. Okay? So, and if you outwork everybody, simple. Yeah? Very simple. And 4 ways of getting money. Inherit it. Yeah. Marry it. Outwork every other person you can ever know. So if you're not going to inherit it, if you haven't married it or you don't intend to, there's only one other option. The 4th one's too rude to mention here. Yeah, it's funny, but it's too rude. And I'm sure you can imagine what that is. But if you outwork every single person around you, your family, your friends, your mates, your co-workers, you'll be the one that gets promotions. I never understood people that are doing the basics in their job. That's just all I get paid. Well, that's all you're going to continue to get paid, right? But guess what? When there's a promotion, who's going to get that? Yeah. When there's a redundancy or downsizing, who's not going to get that? Is it going to be the hardest working individual that works there, or the one that produces the least? And it's the same here, right? So as I said, I wouldn't be entering any of these trades because it's doing exactly the opposite to what the data's doing. Yeah. And you really got to go against the data in that respect. And I don't do that because, to my astonishment, I found that data's correct far more times than I am. So I don't do that. But it's 20 past 8 in 1 second. And I'm getting quite addicted to this coffee. I didn't used to drink it, but now it's like I'm having a cup every morning. I suppose as long as it's a cup every morning, I'm not going to do myself any harm on mine. It's not a bad thing to wake up. So a couple of glasses of water before I start, and then coffee about 5 minutes before I come on and to present to you guys. Not too shabby, eh? 20 past 8. Let's take buy. Okay, so we had a buy, sell. And then the market starts coming down. So it's a ranging market at best. So now you need to make a decision as to whether you're going to go in for a buy. I don't go in for a buy if the candle that we're talking about is red. Yeah, so if it looks down to the bottom and starts rising, then yeah, it's a better entry than you'd get right now. But I will be patient. I would rather that wasn't trading. There you go, there's the green candle now. So that getting into sync, the market always catches up with the data. The data never needs to catch up with the market. The data just keeps refreshing. 30 million data points that this system takes in order to function. Yeah, in order to present us with a trade card. And if you haven't got the trade cards, just scan that QR code, and you'll see them. You'll see a light version, and there's instructions and everything there. If you haven't got them, just reach out to me. Okay. So nice little buy there. Heading towards TP1 now, which is nice. That's good. That's really good. So how are you guys doing, Raj? How are you doing? You're not talking. Are you busy at work this morning? Edwin, are you beginning work? What's your day like? $8:21, and you're trading with Cam this morning. If you're enjoying it, if you don't trade gold, would you like to learn? Then just reach out to me. It's completely free. We don't sell courses. We don't sell weekend seminars. We don't sell it. That's not where we are. Okay. Everything we do is completely free to you. Yeah, at the point of entry. Yeah, it doesn't cost you anything. One of the principles that business was founded on was exactly that. So it started coming down, and very little chance on that trade. But I had very little chance on any of the trades. But the good thing about previously is that all the candles have been going in the opposite. Yeah? No problem, Raj. I'm trading. We're always trading, huh? That's good. That's good. Good. All the best with it, by the way. Raj has faced some challenges in health, so let's all wish him well, and that he does well. That's TP1. Okay, so whilst we're here, we are trading and we're making money. Just watch that message of Raj's. Yeah, preparing for a meeting. I have an appointment with a cardio team. As I said, he's got some health challenges right now, so we wish him well. And trading. Okay, because that's in our blood. Once we start doing it, it's completely, it's something that we just, it just happens. We're not going to stop with that. So, and the market is absolutely incredible with the trade cards. It's a really good recipe for success consistently. Okay, so the word consistently is what you should be concentrating on, because anybody can make money for a few days. Good traders stick around. Good traders will go through the lean periods. Most people run off, okay, because we think pain is something that's to be avoided at all costs. Yes, avoid pain by all means, but pain is going to come. Let me tell you that for nothing, no matter what you do. The way to better look at it is, how can I handle it better? Yeah, so how can you handle it when you're in drawdown? How can you handle it when you lose money? How can you handle it when you have some bad news? Learn that skill rather than trying to avoid it, because it will come, doesn't matter what it is. Don't be reckless about it, but it will come, right? There will be pain. There is always pain in life. Yesterday, I was, I put in a buy, it was too early, and I had the pain of drawdown. I set my TP. Yeah, I took off my stop, but if it comes down a bit, it doesn't matter. And I went out and did some stuff that I need to do in my life, my real life. Yeah, didn't worry about it. Went to bed last night really early, not worried about it. Yeah, 8:25, let's take the next trade card. Okay, market's moving, it's more confident in a buy. And again, you've got access to the trade cards. So those of you that are in our ecosystem, I don't need to explain any of that to you. If you're not, then scan that QR code and you can have the cards for nothing. Yeah, millions of pounds worth of research has gone into it. You can have it for nothing, okay? That's where we're at. So we're tracing back a little bit in terms of the market. So as I said, there's going to be pain. We're much better to prepare to handle pain rather than try and avoid it. It can't be avoided. Yeah, the world's moving towards there shouldn't be any pain. No, there shouldn't. There should not be no pain. Nobody should inflict damage to anybody else, no country, no human being. Yeah, but that's not reality, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. That's not changing for us. Yeah, so much better to learn to handle it. Okay, so like I said, left it, no problem at all. In profit, thanks very much. Yeah, waiting for a big profit, make them down. It's leaving it. It's one of my runners now. It's not a trade that's going to harm my account in any particular way, and that's how we do it. Yeah, that's how we do it. Market's up, so I still not hit TP1, but you got a better entry if you're entering this trade. You'd use your hard stop, so it gives you a bit more wiggle room, because obviously the market's lower. But then the other decision could be, I'm not ready to enter this market. Yeah. It's at the end of the day, control of this is in your hand. You press the button. Nobody else will. Okay? Your account, your money, your funds. Do with it as you wish. You're just keeping it real. So there she goes. Yeah. So that was the entry point. Struggling to get a little bit higher. There's no real movement. You know, if you look at the 1 hour, what's it done? 20 to 29, about 90 pips this whole hour. So not a lot of movement. Okay. We've had the coffee hit. Time to water now. So when we talk about trading, you know, we can't do that without talking about business plans, without talking about where you want it to be. If you're a casual trader and you want to make a few pounds, different story. Okay. Just dabbling, you just want to, you know, I'll try my luck. That's fine, no problem at all. Yeah, and you'll still find it useful here. I just think to myself that if you're in a market, doesn't matter what it is, then why not take it a little bit more seriously? Because the more seriously we take it, the more money we can make, the better our lives can be. Money itself's not really anything, is it? Right? But it's what it represents and how much our lives improve as a result of having a little bit more money. So let's face it, some people want to be rich, but most of us just want to be comfortable, just want to be in a good place, want to be able to buy the things that we want to buy. There she goes. So that is TP1. So interesting. Market's not moving a lot, but it's slowly moving up. Yeah, and then it does this. I should stop speaking actually about the market. The number of times that happens is just as I say something, it's like, good God. So this is why you have your stop losses. This is why you always safeguard yourself. Don't go up in the plane without a parachute. Check that's working first. So that's your stop loss. Yeah, sorry, it just disappeared from me. So when we trade, place the trade, place the stop loss, place the TP. Yeah, then it doesn't bother you. And as we said, there's always corrections in the market. There's always stop losses here. There's always problems. We just need to learn how to deal with them. Okay. I mean, that's nothing in the great scheme. So that's why it's been the whole warning. Yeah. But a few cheapy ones. So you could have had a little bit of profit this morning. Not a lot. Could have had a little bit of profit this morning. The thing is, we don't need a lot of profit. We need little enough. We need to go to the market, make our money, come out. Right, 8:30. Let's press. Neutral. Understandable. So market may be going from buying to selling, but it has been all morning for the last 30 minutes that we've gone. been buying, it's been selling, it's been buying, selling. One candle after another, or one 5-minute trade card after another has been doing that. That's the 5 minutes. Let's go back to the one. It's dropped 25. Yeah. We have the England game, I believe, tomorrow. Our fate is decided. Argentina. Let's see what we can do. Really looking forward to the match. Watch the England game on Saturday night. It's fantastic. And I really thought that the time was awful, like 10 o'clock. Oh my God. But we were up till 1:30, 2 o'clock. Yeah, Raj, you're so right. Little builds a dream, one day at a time. Yeah. I think you've noticed that now, Raj, with compounding your account. That we were talking at home yesterday after our session. We were out doing a few things. We just talking about account size, where things are, and that 1 or 2% a day is just phenomenal. I've told you how fascinated I am by compounding and the effects of compounding. But when you actually living through it, and Raj is living through it now. He's been trading for a few months again with us. He's blown accounts. He's taken accounts to 5 figures and blown them, and realized his mistakes. He's had a little bit of time off, come back, start with a small account. Yeah. Now it's not so small. He's adding to it every day. And the beautiful thing about compounding is that there's a few more pounds that you add than you did yesterday because of compounding. If you're following a planned system, right? Every day, your gains get that. A few pennies are added every single day if you stick to the percentages. And then eventually, it's enough. It's enough, right? That you replace your boss, that you do this full time, go on that holiday you wanted, buy whatever it is for your child, whatever it is that you desire, you can do it. Yeah, all from the comfort of your own home. Trading when it suits you, which means you work to the hours that suit you. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful trade. Wonderful business to be in. So we're at 34 minutes past. Going to do a minute. It's a nice little buy. For 35 minutes, let's refresh and see what we are getting. Neutral still, so the market's still not really functioning. The data is not really moving the market in any direction, and that's all we have is data. Yeah, the data's analyzed, presented to us. So let me just have a look. So the 5 minutes, there's the range. So that's what it's been doing. Up there, yeah, so it's on this one here in 3 minutes. It's slower, the descent is slower. It's taken 3 minutes instead of 1 minute to plummet it down. So these are all little nuances and things that you can read in the market once you have some experience. Yeah, and that experience only comes with time. The more you do, the more you learn, the more you make. Okay? That's it. That's basically it. We've had people here that joined us a few years ago that really have turned their lives around financially and in other ways, because trading teaches you a lot of discipline. Yeah, and then you can apply that discipline into other areas of your life. And that's a big help. You can't replace that. You can't kind of buy that, if you like. You can't buy experience. You can hire it. You can hire somebody smarter than you, right? But you can't buy it in that respect. You know, Richard Branson famously talks about having the ability to hire people smarter than he is, because he's dyslexic. He left school at 16. Yeah, what he doesn't tell you is that his parents were very middle class, very highly qualified. And his mum's been a source of strength to him for more years than he cares to mention. So we're in a neutral situation. We're in a couple of neutrals, which is good. It's a strength of a system. You don't need all the noise and the dopamine from being in a trade all the time. Market rising slowly, 38 minutes. In another 2 minutes, we'll be pulling down the next trade card. See where it's at. Nice buy. One more minute. Just remember, we've got America's trade figures, inflation coming out at 1:30 this afternoon. That'll cause some volatility either way, one way or the other. Yeah, so you need to watch for that. Make sure your stop losses and your TPs and everything's set, so whatever the market does, you don't get caught out by it. So on the 5 minutes, that's retraced back. It's 40 minutes, so let's pull that trade card in a second. So just ranging, the market's just ranging. Okay, we can't control any of that. So got a buy, is what the trade card's pointing at. I'm gonna get that. Oh, yeah. Cardinal sin, but it's done now. So even I get it, bugger it up sometimes. Wasn't quite concentrating. Let's see, hope I don't get punished. So as I said, tend not to enter a market that's in the opposite direction to where the market's going. Hope it gets bottomed out. what I tend to do if it doesn't do anything is try and get as close to break even as I can and exit. Especially if it's not, going down or going in the opposite direction in a big way. And the other thing is making sure that your lot size is relevant to your account size. Okay. So we shouldn't have entered that trade. Unlike me, red candles are the alarm bells that, the market's not doing what the data is saying. Big distinction, right? So it's market moves, the data is correct. You can't doubt the data. The market sometimes doesn't move towards the data. It's been driven by something else. Geopolitics most of the time at this moment, especially at this moment in time when we've got this war going on. That seems to have no end. Very patient or impatient as the case may be. It seemed like Trump was really keen on ending the war. So yeah, he would not have entered that for a buy. Okay. Sitting there now, bottom of this, so you see it's there. Either goes through, goes lower, or it doesn't go through, goes higher. So there it is in the 5 minutes. You see it a bit more clearly there. And we've had 43 minutes, not really anything. We're a couple of TP1s and 2s. Been nothing really chunky to bite out because it's a ranging market, so it's going up and down in a very narrow range, and sometimes very difficult to deal with, especially when you're doing systems like we do. We need some volatility, we need some direction, and that's when we can make some money. Right, 1 more minute. So every one of those candles was red. So it wouldn't have entered a buy. It'd be brave to have entered a sell. Let's see what the next trade card. The good thing is that if I can't enter a trade, I just think, right, I've got 5 minutes. Yeah, whether it's a toilet break, whether it's to read something, or whether it's to make myself a cup of tea, anything. Okay, but there's a little cooler in the UK, which is a bit nicer. Sell. Yeah, so 63%, not the strongest. We shall see what it's saying. $23. So you can enter because it's red candles. Yeah, we can enter those, no problem at all. So, market. That's TP1, by the way, if you took that trade. Have a look, see what you want to do. How are you handling that? Yeah. You've got TP1 on that. Been thin pickings last couple of hours or last hour. I wasn't in the market this morning. I tried not to be. Chilling with Daps. How are you, brother? You okay? Good to have you back here. Been very slow this morning, guys. Slow as in very tight. TP1s, nothing major. But like we said yesterday, we're right was on. Take the TP1s, and then all of a sudden it goes to 3, 4, 5, and the market suddenly wakes up. London certainly hasn't yet, as far as I can see. And New York was really slow yesterday afternoon. But we're okay with that, right? 5 TP1s is TP5. Sometimes just have to work a little bit harder. So Daps, if you want to scan that QR code, you'll see the light version of the trade cards that we use. The full fat version is rests with you joining our broker. It's quite a simple thing. Depositing and then trading. That helps us a lot. So 8:48, we're coming to the top of the hour. You're welcome, my friend. Take it at your pace, okay? Anything you need, just give me a shout. Very slow market this morning, guys. It's okay. Take some TP1s. Nothing wrong with that. Doesn't make you a bad person, does it? So market's very steady, very rangy, kind of way it is at this moment in time. TP1 again. And 1 minute we take the card. So that's hit TP1 several times because it's trying to get lower. And it will, you know, if you've got TP1, then either take it if you think it's going to bounce back, which it just did, or take your stop loss to slightly better than break even. Then if the market really dips, you know, you're already in there. It's always too late to get in when it just does anything, either way, up or down. So 10-2, refresh, sell 60%. So nothing's been really solid. And the market's buying, of course, and we've had that a lot this morning. So we're going into the market when the candle's in the opposite direction to the one that we want to go in. And of course, we don't control the behavior of the market. Yeah, only the big boys do. I can't remember now how much money it takes to move the market a bit to billions. So she's been doing more or less the opposite of what the trade cards have been saying. Just checking my communications. So slow is what the market is at this moment in time. There's not a lot for us to do whilst we take the TP1 and the 2s. So the last trade card was a sell. It went down to TP2, but it is definitely ranging in a very narrow range right now. I tend to stay out unless I'm really on it. I can't present to you guys and take trades in this kind of market in this way. $53 minutes. We're almost at the top of the hour. How you guys doing this morning? Following the trades? How's it going? Some feedback. Been thin pickings, but still been there. Always been there. Yeah, there's money on the table all the time. Just need to pick it up or learn to pick it up, right? I am going to stand up for the next hour. So market's going up, and so is my desk. Let's go. Watch the magic. Oh, wrong button. Look at this. Beautiful thing is my camera's actually tracking me, so it's really easy. Oh, yes. There we go. Let's shut that chair away. We're standing now, which is, oh, that's a different feeling. Okay. Refresh. Buy. So, and immediately the candle goes to red. Ridiculous. So we don't enter, as we know, for a buy on a red candle. So just be careful with what you're doing. So looks like the market's been, maybe ready to go up. Maybe not quite yet. Maybe a little bit early. But that is as it is. I can't do anything about that. So we're coming up to the top of the hour. Let's see what the hour's done, if it's done anything really. Yeah, I mean, it's still short. Yeah, see what I mean? Look at the scale of it. Done nothing really. So we're hoping that, obviously the market been rising, got that. I think we could get another push up in the next hour. So market characteristics really change a lot, depending on how much is being weighed on the American inflation data this afternoon. The UK obviously is a little bit more isolated to that than the US are. So New York doesn't open until 1 o'clock. So it'll be more effective this afternoon than anything else, but it's in 30 minutes. So we might have a quiet session this afternoon for the first few minutes, but that'll be that. So in a selling hour, so we come up to 36, sorry, up to 9 o'clock, 57 minutes. Put my teeth back in. Mark has been ranging for the last hour that we've been live with you. So what's your morning routine like? What do you guys do in the morning? You know, how do you prepare to trade? How do you prepare to do the things that we're doing here? My dad's down, that's right. So how do you prepare for the day? I'm usually up around about 5 like I was this morning. Do a lot of writing, a bit of listening, reading. So write an awful lot about life, business and everything else. So it gives me a lot of clarity, a lot of reflection in my life and what I'm doing for the day. So it's kind of setting my day up. The bit that's missing is the exercise right now. So I'm not doing that, which I'll get to. I'm minded now to really push forward with fitness. Made some changes, dietary changes, etc. about a month ago. So just letting those breathe and kick in. So we had a buy in terms of the trade card. Like I said, you would not have entered that had you followed that rule of not entering when it's a mark is in the opposite direction of where we want it to go. Yeah. But down she is coming. So maybe we'll hit that 4,000 again. That's a solid downward movement. There. For that hour. So could continue that trajectory, really wipe out everything that happened in the last hour. There you go. Right, so that was the 6 o'clock rise. So these 2 hours would wipe that out. We're here. So got a couple of minutes before we take the first trade card of the hour that we did at 8 o'clock and started the trading day off. We had some TB1. I don't think we've hit any SLs that we should have got into. So the principles that if we follow those, and that's what we'll do. So let me just bring that up. I'm going to just put that on. There you go. Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. You're very welcome. So look, it's all about balancing things out, getting the timing right for you, where you're at, and getting some balance to your life, right? So that's a sell. So again, we've been selling. Trade cards sell 5 minutes. Got a green candle, so we wouldn't enter that. So the data is running behind the market at this moment in time. Over time, it's always right. Now there's a sell. The market's selling. So it could be dropping again. Data's pointing to that. So we'll just monitor that one. So we're on the wrong chart. It's easily done. So market's still buying, and we need to be careful if we're going for a sell when the candle's clearly green. Okay, so just be careful on that. Apart from that, there's nothing else to watch. Put your entry in, put your stop loss in, and you're ready to go. 1 minute ago, we received a trade card which had said sell conditions met, 74% possibility. So pretty confident. That's TP1 on that trade. Yeah, bounces in and out, in and out. So you've got to be quick. You're going to take the profit. Just take it. Don't think about it. Don't hesitate. Yeah, that's the way to do this. So yes, as I was saying, work out your balance of your life. And to be honest with you, there isn't a lot of balance, because sometimes you work more than you should, and other times you play more than you should, and other times you drink more than you should, right? So all of those things happen in life. There you go, that's TP1. All of those things happen in life. And but we aim for that, don't we? You want to be some kind of equilibrium or a happy state in your life when you do this. So we're in live for an hour. Those of you just joining us, welcome. If you're new, if you want the trade cards that we offer for free, scan that QR code and you'll get a light version straight away. You'll be able to see what we're talking about. So that's TP1. It's gone past that. It's in between TP1 and 2. That's TP2 now. So as I was saying to you, the market just suddenly comes alive. You may be doing that now. Okay. Look on the 5 minutes. There she goes. She's gone across that. That's the next target. Whether it does it or not, it doesn't matter. We don't know. And we don't really care, because we can't influence the outcome. So only look at and concentrate and work on the things that we can actually control. Okay. Yeah, get a little treadmill for myself, so you'll be seeing me like doing like this. Yeah, whilst I'm doing my meetings. What do you think? One of those little black treadmills that sits there. Yeah, we've been to TP2 on that particular trade. 9:04, 1 minute before we take the next trade card, okay? Market's coming down. And this is the second hour that we're here. So it's just about done what the first hour did in the first 4 minutes. Okay, you're buying now, which you will do. You'll always retrace, doesn't matter which way it's going. Always retrace. You'd have had your profits back now. TP2 was reached on that trade. Okay. Yes, Raj definitely is a TP1 day, isn't it? Well, could have had a few of those. We've probably had, 4 or 5 of those already. And that's not bad in a slow moving market. Okay, still selling. Remember, don't enter if it's a green candle for a sell. And 3 steps, enter your trade, set your stop loss, set your TP, and manage your trade, okay? That's all you have to do. As soon as you can move your stop loss to break even, you've now got a trade which is free. There's no money can be lost on that particular trade. And then as soon as you enter an area whereby you can be better than break even, then you've got a trade which can only make you money. Okay? That's all it can do. Nothing to be afraid of here. It's absolutely nothing to be scared of, okay? The only thing to be scared of in trading is you. Be scared of yourself. Because money and the making money turns people into all sorts of people, magnifies your personality. Yeah? The only personality you don't want is a greedy one here. Because greed will blow your account. Discipline will save it. So as you can see, I'm on the free version of TradingView. They don't like my money, but then I'm thinking, great, I don't need it. Yeah, it's £15 a month I don't have to worry about. So 9:05, we were selling. So some money to be made there. It's gone back, it's reversed, so it may have hit the bottom of where it needs to be, so it will maybe consolidating for a while. It's not our business really, we don't really care, we just want to make the money. So 9:08, 2 minutes before the next trade card. So as Raj said, it's TP1 day at this moment in time, which means that when your account, gets TP1, take it. It's a ranging mark. It's been tight, been very tight this morning. So we're heading towards TP1. So get the next card in 1 minute. Yeah. If you're new to us, thank you very much for joining us. If you could subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon, then you will get notifications. There she goes. TP2. Yeah. So New York wants to sell TP2. That's heading towards 3 now. So we were talking about this, that the market suddenly comes alive. There she is. You could add TP3 on that. You'd been quick before you'd set your take profit properly. So this is what you need to be doing. You need to have a workspace. You need to be able to move around. You need to be able to work. You need to be able to think. Yeah, you need to concentrate. You're making money. Why are you doing that? I'm down here. Yeah, I think that tracking's just decided it wants to stop. Strangest camera I've ever had. Does things whatever it wants to do. See? I got it. So, nope, still not doing it. It's okay. Don't care. So thanks for joining me this morning. Got about a nice TP2, TP3 on that one. 11 minutes past. I don't know whether we've missed that at 10 past, but still selling. And a beautiful sale just then. That really worked well. Great trade setup. Yeah, went TP2, TP3. Fabulous. Switch to 1 minute. So we're still selling. When it's past 9, we're so we've got a bit of action now. So it's slowed down a little bit, but that's the market. It does whatever it wants to do. So plan your trading to where you want to be. Okay, wonderful way to be in terms of trading. So lovely and really, really good. So again, like I said, we're a bit of movement. Market's gone a little bit quiet now. So you've got to decide what kind of trader you want to be. If you want dopamine, this is not the place because it costs you a lot of money. A lot of gamblers that do horses and stuff, they think that spending money to get a bit of dopamine on horses and losing money all the time is a great way to be. Some people do the same with the market. It's not where we want to be, okay? We want to be making and extracting money from the market. That's what we want to be doing. And if that's not your aim, go and enjoy your cash. Don't waste it on here. So market's $4,017 an ounce. Went down to 4,000 last night or in the afternoon yesterday. Seems to have a lot of support there. I think it went to 86 is the low point. Let's just have a look. Yeah, 3,983. That's what it went to. See where it wants to go to today. Not very far is where it's at right now. So we take a new trade card every 5 minutes. Right, that works well. That works really well because every 5 minutes you get a new opportunity to enter a trade and take it. It's up to you. Standing at my desk today, I keep forgetting to do that. My desk actually does that so much better. The market rising. 15 minutes. Let's see what she's saying. Been difficult. Sell. 71%, so quite a lot of confidence for a market that's actually rising at this moment in time. But remember, it's not what is happening right now. It's going to be what's happening in the next 5 minutes. Right. So let's look what it looks like on 5 minutes. So we've had that into this area, maybe coming back now. We would be entering a sell in a buy candle, so should have no danger whatsoever. Doesn't make any difference. Just do some study, learn from what's going on. So just looked on the slightly bigger time frame of 15 minutes, still the same. So market going back up now, which it always does, you know. If it's going down, it'll go up. If it's going up, it'll come down. It's nature of the beast. Yeah, 4,033 was the top price, reached about 7 o'clock this morning, something like that. And you can probably breach that at some point. I'm not sure whether it will breach the 3,983. I think it'll breach the 4,033. So gold rises on inflation concerns with US focus upcoming data. So that's this afternoon's data. We discussed that earlier. So we've got the Governor Warsh. Is he chair? Yeah, Fed Chairman Warsh is speaking this afternoon. Right, inflation rate, core inflation. Yeah, so all about inflation in the US this afternoon. And I don't want to add that. Just want to get the news. I can't get to it at this moment in time because my mouse is intrinsically linked to that, so I can't do it. But yeah, 18 minutes past, and the market is buying, and we thank you for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all the all the subscriptions to our YouTube channel. Absolutely wonderful. Closing in on 1,000 traders subscribing and visiting the channel. Brilliant. Okay, 18 minutes. We've got 2 more minutes before we take the next trade card. There was your sell. TP1. Yeah, as Rag says, TP1 day. So you've got into that trade. It hits TP1 instantly like that. So you set your stop loss, you set TP, bang, just wait for it. Yeah, just wait for it. System is smarter than any human being will ever be. Yeah, not the gutsy feeling stuff, but the data analysis, obviously. So shoots down. I've got 1 more minute. Just going to open the window, get some air. A little stuffy in my office. 20 past. Still selling. Yeah. Hit that. See what she does. Market rising slightly. Here she comes. Ranging again, very slow, very tight. Maybe just want us to wake up after the figures come through. We'll be here for those. So we'll be here live at 1 o'clock this afternoon, trading with you till 3 o'clock. We've got the US inflation figures at 1:30 this afternoon. So we might have a really slow 30 minutes as they wait. But you know what? We just want TP1s. Just want our few pips every day. We're going to go home. There's no need to complicate this. We're not fund managers. We're not anything other than day traders or scalpers. And our scalping just doesn't rely on this long-term, long-range stuff. We're in and out of trades in 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. And that's what helps us. So TP1's at 17 for me. Might be slightly different for you, depending on what time you pull down the card. Not happening right now. So, let's see, my stop loss. Or not, it's dropped. Got a green candle right now, although it's not really moving very much. Sometimes you think, shake it. Yeah. Are you awake, market? Yeah. $7 trillion a day, and then it just stands there doing nothing. Not possible. Not possible sometimes. Market not really doing anything for 2 minutes. Just going to refresh it to the 5 minutes, make sure that it's not stuck for some reason for me. Got MT4, so just going to reload it. Yeah, as I suspected, just a little bit of stickiness in the market, in my browser. Yeah, that's fine. Fine, I was there. Good there. 24 minutes. I've got the next trade card coming up. I was a sell, but every single candle was green, so I wouldn't have taken that. That's a safety net that it provides. Very simple technique of just saying, I won't enter a trade when it's, won't enter a sell when the candle's green, won't enter a buy when the candle's red. Very simple thing will save you a whole host of trouble. Okay? Save you a lot of trouble in the future. $25 minutes past, let's see. Still selling. Should be good. That could be good. 65%. I was already in the sale on the previous trade, so nothing new to enter. And she shoots up and does that. So make sure your stop loss is in when you're trading. Going totally the opposite way to where we said. As Rad was saying, TP one day? Sure is, brother. It's TP one day. So it shot up to 22, 23. So if you find the 5 minutes a little too fast, then there's always the 15 and 30 in the hour. But data-driven trade cards, I believe, are the way forward. Remove all human emotion, consistent, always look at the data points and trade at the market. Yeah. "27 minutes. So we're going to head to the last hour of our time together this morning. Had some decent trades, had some not so decent trades this morning. Real mixed bag. So, what are you doing for the rest of the morning? Got 30 minutes with you, got a couple of meetings today, one in between our two sessions, and then two straight after. Busy, which I like, really like that. Don't really like something on much. Just get rid of that. Market on the rise. Market dropped up. 30 minutes pass. 9:30. Let's hit the next trade card, see what it's doing. Sell. You can see that. Could have got straight into that. Yeah. Look at those trade cards. See what you're doing. Take care of yourselves. Yeah. Market has definitely struggled a little bit. It's been rangy, very rangy this morning. So TP1 days, our friend Raj was saying that sometimes not TP1, that's why you have stop losses. It's just everywhere right now, doesn't know where it wants to go. We'll have some clarity this afternoon, hopefully, because we will have the American inflation figures and they will tell us a story of where the American economy is this month. And of course, you know, more to where the interest rates will be going. So I'll be with you this afternoon to do all that. And we'll continue. in tough trading conditions. Just making sure my TPs and stop losses are where I want them to be. So sometimes I trade up to 3 trades. So I just want to make sure that I am aligned with where I need to be. So I've split my lot size into 3, so I can take a maximum of 3 trades. That's my trading style, has been for a while. Really enjoy that. Gives me flexibility to where I want to be in the market, what I want to do, and I can be buying and selling at the same time. Yeah, be careful, don't do it lightly, okay? Get you into a lot of trouble. Takes time. Takes time to perfect those things. Takes time to get used to those things. I'm gonna sit down now. I've been standing up for half an hour. Just trying to mix it up. Right? So I'm gonna just take my seat. Here we go. Come on, desk. Down you come. Here we go. Just adjust him. So yeah, interesting market. Buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. It's not the best in terms of, when the market is ranging like that. I used to trade it quite a lot when I first started trading. But since I started using tech, it's not so easy. And of course, being with you guys makes that a little bit difficult in terms of... so my own trading style's altered slightly when I'm trading with you. When you guys are around, then it's obviously slightly different to where I'm on my own. I still use this setup quite a lot. So, got my screen there, got my iPad there, got my phone here. So 3 different screens. Really helps, and the big screen there I can split into 2 or 3, so that really helps me when I'm trading in that respect. I have no idea where this market's going. Yeah, somebody's just I have no idea. I don't care, right? The reason we don't care where this market's going is because we have a system, right? And we have discipline. So if you know what you want from today. You've planned before you sat down, you wrote down your account size, you wrote down the percentage that you needed, you wrote down the amount of money you needed to pay today. Yeah? So then you don't need to speculate. And with the trade cards, it doesn't matter where the market goes. We scalpers, so we can buy and we can sell. Right? As long as we get that right the vast majority of the time, we'll be fine. Okay, just zoom out. Yeah, don't let it be so in your face that you think, oh, I'm losing this. There's a couple of pounds, right? £20, £50. Okay. In the greater scheme of things, it's the price of education, okay? And you need to build in hitting stop losses into your business plan. So if you had let's say you had a fruit and veg selling business, you'd have high seasons, low seasons, wouldn't you? Right? You'd know that in the winter, you'd probably sell less fruit. Yeah, in the summer months, you sell more. Imagine a business that sells fireworks, does all of its business for the 5th of November or July 4th of July, right? And regulation's slowly killing that business. They want to make it, illegal to sell fireworks to individuals. Yeah. It's become quite fashionable to have fireworks on birthdays and things like that. I think that there's other people that disagree with that, but that's a business that works on literally one day of the year, or business that produces Valentine's presents. It loses money 11 and a half months of the year. So there will be days, there will be times when we lose money. Have that as part of your business plan. Trading is the only thing where people go, oh, that's a bit of money. Did you so does everybody else? Yeah. There was no business that I ever went into that didn't have a losing month. No, none. Not one. I probably had, I don't know, maybe 20, maybe 30, maybe 50 companies. I don't know. Yeah. There wasn't a single one that didn't lose money for a month or 2 or 3 or 4, or for years sometimes. Yeah. So don't be afraid of losses. They're a lesson and they're an education. Okay? One of my friends called them feedback. So let's get 2 more minutes before we take the next signal. I said signal, that's an awful word. Just come to a standstill. I'm doing absolutely bugger all. Market's dropping. So I tend to do bits of work whilst I'm waiting and 40. So sell 70% might be the clearest signal that we've got so far today. And then it does that. So always be careful, always watchful, respect the market. Watch and respect. Always watch and respect the market. Yeah, it will never quite do what sometimes you want it to do or think it's going to do. It will do whatever it wants to do. Yeah, so that's why stop losses and TPs set are very, very important. We must maintain our discipline. Never lose that. Whatever else you do, do not lose your discipline. Whatever the market's doing, however much money you're losing, right? Because once you lost discipline, you got nothing left. Once you start chasing the market, nothing left. Yeah? No. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to happen. Yeah? Make money yesterday, losing a few quid today. Happens. Yeah? Got to be part of the business plan, brother. Got to be big with it. Yeah? Long-term goals. All you got to think about. as I was saying, there's no business that makes money every single day of the week. Be careful. All I gotta say to you, be careful. So 42, coming up to quarter to 10, a couple of hours. Had some TPs, had a nice TP3, TP4 at one point, but it's been a tight market. So let's see what the hour's doing. Yeah, look at that, just wicks. Yeah, body of the candles, there's nothing in it exists, really. 20 to nothing exists, just disappearing now into nothing. Hasn't been kind to us, has it? Hasn't been kind to us at all. But you know what? It's a long day, so we push to 10. It's only a quarter to 10. So it's been here quite a few times, couldn't quite get past it. Been even a little bit further, couldn't quite get past it. So the support yesterday was around 4,100, 4,000. Yeah, today it seems to be around this 420 mark, 4020, that is. So quarter to 2. Let's see if she breaks through. It's a bit lower. All the data is pointing to selling, so we'll see what actually happens. If you're new here, guys, scan that QR code and you can have the light signals, light trade cards straight away on your Telegram account. I will take you straight down there, so you can have that now and have it as a free thing. It's always free, but what I mean is you don't have to open an account with our broker or anything like that, yeah? So it's always free, everything's free in terms of the trade cards that we provide. But you can sample it for instantly. That's probably a better word, right? And if you would like and subscribe to my page, that would really, really make my day. Okay, that's the only thing we ask for, is if you're on YouTube, if you'd subscribe, that'll actually help you as well. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it's all here. All the wins and all the losses are here. Yeah. The whole idea of this community is that when we have not such good days, we're there to support each other, okay? And don't go pressing button happy, okay? Market's always enticing you to push the button, but you don't have to. I'm absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Yeah, with trading, I'm absolutely fine with trading. I've got 3 trades in, 2 buys, 1 sell, and they're just teetering in and out of profit, in and out of profit. When they hit my TP or my stop loss, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not emotional about it at all now. Because nothing drives me to be emotional. And I can tell you that that's why the market's not moving. I can tell you the market's not moving because my 3 trades are still open. Yeah. I didn't trade before I met you guys this morning. When I say met, before I started this morning. Because from 5 till 7, I'm working on myself. I'm writing, I'm reading, meditating. And And that's it. After 5 years, nothing fades you. Yeah. If you read The Art of Sun Tzu, The Art of War, Sun Tzu, The Art of War, talks about losing battles and winning the war. What you want to do is don't blow your account by pursuing little things. Yeah. So you're 198 pounds up yesterday. So now you're 150 up. Yeah. Get your psychology right. Read chapter 11 of Trading in the Zone. Buy the book, the hard copy, and read it every day. That's what all the best traders do. Raj does, my other half does. Everybody that I know trades well is doing that. Are you asking me? Interesting. So here she goes. It was selling. Just buy it, Edwin. Just buy the book. Read it every day. It'll completely change your philosophy on trading and why you're doing it and what it actually means. And I've heard a lot of people, Dr. Kathy Kirkland, who was one of my first mentors, used to talk about the power, the religious or spiritual side of trading. Who was the other guy? I'll think of the name. And he always used to talk about how spiritual his journey has been through trading. It's really interesting. It's the person you become, but you have to embrace it then. It's a different thing. Yeah. That's why we're at such ease now that you just look at this as a far bigger picture than just one day, half a day losing the odd trade here. Yeah. Don't blame yourself. It's just part of the mechanism. You just have to be there. So we're still selling. So the data is still set, showing that the market wants to go down. Yeah. Or up, even though it's doing that right now. So anything that we do in terms of entering the trade, we don't do it. Yeah. As I said earlier, I suggest you order that from Amazon now, Audible or hard copy, and read the book. There's plenty of books. I swear by this. It sits up my desk at this moment in time. Yeah. That's my book of the moment. The reason that is because I get offered lots and lots and lots of other opportunities. And I want to remember that I'm already in the best opportunity that I know of. And this is the one. There you go. That it was TP2. Yeah. See where it's got further to go. Yeah, beautiful. I've stayed in that, Raj. Let's see. Might kind of sting me on the backside because it goes back retraces, or it might come down a bit further. Let me see. Where's my TP set? Oh, quite low. I was very ambitious there. Let's see. But I'm quite happy if I think I've been a bit too greedy to close the trade out annually. So I used to have that. Oh, it'll hit. I let it do it itself. I'm not going to do it. Well, I'm quite happy to close it out and make less profit. But well done. So 52 minutes. We're going to take the last trade card of our time together today. It's been a frustrating morning at times, but when the moments have been there, there's been times to make money. But you had to stay disciplined, really had to stay disciplined today. Yeah, it's not been the easiest session, I'll give you guys that. But you know what? You're a baby if you think it's going to be easy all the time. What is wrong with you? Whoever said it's going to be easy? So going back up, 54 minutes. We've got 1 more minute. Let's hit the next trade card. And then we'll be into the last 5 minutes of our time together this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm really enjoying the lives. Probably because I'm preparing much better. And I'm spending a lot of time now at last hour. So before it used to be 7:30, I used to start getting prepped. Now I start at 7 o'clock. Get ready for the live. Think things through, have a look at the market. Sorry, Raj, 1:30. I think Wash is maybe speaking later. Let me just have a look. So everything hits at 1:30. Yeah. Yeah. Fed Chair Wash testimony. He comes on at 3. So 1 hour, as we saw earlier, was doing nothing. Thanks, Edwin. Why, you don't like my face? Nothing wrong. Huh? It has its moments, doesn't it? It has its moments. But you obviously are part of a media business, so you know what's going on. So 17. Oh, my apologies, we didn't take that. Still selling? Yeah. $17 is just above TP1 on the last trade card. If you're in from earlier, you should be in a decent profit. I am. Well done, Raj. Right, I'm going to take that. Yeah, thanks very much. That's a little profit on that trade. Closes out with you guys. Got a couple of runners as buyers in the market, slightly above where we are right now. Yeah, so I'll let you know how we get on with those. And then it moves. That's DP1. I was just laughing as I just closed my trade, thinking, oh God, let's get out and get rid of it. It hadn't quite hit TP, but that's fine. And then it drops. But then that shows patience, right? Yes, it is. Yeah, nice trade. So let's, we'll be back at 1. So if you're trading, all the best. Good luck with that. If you're not trading and you want to come back and trade with me at 1 o'clock, I'll be here. Same place. We'll open New York, and we will have more of the same. You know, we will continue doing what we're doing. We'll continue trading. We'll continue to show up, right? Even my camera thought it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, we'll continue to show up. The main thing in this business is showing up, right? You cannot lose if you don't quit. Yeah? Edwin, you're too caught up with that, mate. You're far too emotional. Yeah? Winning it back. We're not betting. Yeah, you're welcome, Raj. We're not betting. This is a business. You will lose money. You will have losing days. Okay? So don't forget the £200 that you made yesterday and start thinking about this. It's the man that wins the marathon at the end that matters, okay? So just, it's part of the journey. You've just began. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah? And the whole idea is that we continue down this road, improving as people, not just as traders. Right? That's where we want to be. But great. And I hit so many people down in the morning, up in the afternoon. But don't let your emotions get caught up in all that, okay? You're not trading. Trading is something that you do. Don't let your happiness be dependent upon whether you make any money or not. I did it for too long, and it's a mistake. It's a real big mistake. I'll catch you up every time, okay? Well, piece of advice to you guys. Yeah, you're a trader, you're not trading. Okay? So trade, detach. Sometimes you're going to hit stop loss, sometimes you're going to make some money. As long as you make more money, stop losses, we're okay. Right, I'll just see you guys at 1 p.m. All the best.